Well, good evening, good morning, or good night, ladies and gentlemen, or children. I don't know where you're at. I don't know what time it is over there, but I just want to say thank you for being here, and I hope you receive this message that I'm about to say with inspiration, and to give you the ability to inspire others. So, Um, I am your host, Yvette, or you could just call me Eve or Yvette or whatever. But that is my name. Y'all, I don't understand why my voice gets so raspy. My voice gets really, really raspy at times. But y'all, today I just want to talk about being helped. And I know you're probably thinking, being helped. Yes, like actually just. So today's video, honestly, I just want to talk about letting God help you. Letting God help you. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, like, just my. Y'all, I'm still, like, really new to all this. I need to start, like, scripting and stuff like that, but I just really wanted to get this out there. Um, So, yeah, for me, I've had a hard time asking for help or just receiving help. Like I was the type of person that would kind of get upset if somebody tried to help me or if somebody was offering to help or just stuff like that or just pretty much just being helped. And that would just drive me insane. Or I would feel like, dang, these people think they're better than me, or stuff like that, just out of insecurity, right? And what else? And even from the Lord, like before I was on this journey of getting to know Christ, because I'm still learning. I just was like, well, I could only ask God for certain things, or I would be too afraid to ask. I'm like, why am I asking the Lord? Like, I should be taking care of this myself. Like, I'm on my own in this. God has given me this life, so I need to figure it out on my own. And that's how I was thinking for a very long time. And so, that being said, with that, I would pretty much try to do everything on my own. Literally. I would read self help books. I would try to indulge in hustle culture. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with working hard, but it gets to a point, when it's it's consuming you, and that's all you think about is how to make money. But I was, yeah, reading self help books. Nothing wrong with self help books, but this, in my case, it was like almost a god to me. Like almost like, how can I be better? How can I make myself better? How can I do this on my own without asking anybody for help? And also too, I would also have this mentality like nobody's going to help me. Even if I ask, even if sometimes there were times in my life where, dang, I really needed help, but deep down inside, I'm just like, nobody's going to help too. Like if I ask somebody for help, they're going to think I'm annoying, or they're going to think that I'm helpless or slow and all these other things, right? So I so adding on to that, why I wouldn't ask for help or why I wouldn't want to receive help. But again, a lot of self help books, a lot of hustle culture, a lot of trying to do everything on my own. I got into a lot of like classes, and I would try to go to college without like there's nothing wrong with going to college without a plan, you know. But some things, you know, you do need a plan. You need to write things down. But I'll talk about that some other time. But it was it was just a part of me. Like, I'm on my own and I need to do this on my own. And I eventually got burnt out, and I started to get into a depressive rut, because I just realized, you know, there was only certain things I knew how to do, and certain things I could do, you know. And I was struggling, and I was like, okay, I'm doing this, and I was putting myself in a spiral. Sometimes I'll be like, where do I start? Or how do I do this? I need to figure this out on my own. I need to figure this out on my own. I need to figure this out on my own. And yeah, I burnt out. I fell. I fell on my face. I did. And I just started going through the motions at times. I really just started not to care anymore about life, about my goals. Everything was just, y'all, I if it wasn't for Christ, I would not be here right now. Okay? But again, so that was just my example. I will start doing more like just story times. It's just like my life, okay? But I just want to, you know, sum it up, you know, in a sense. But yeah, and again, I just started to go through the motions, just didn't care and all that. And I really, again, was going to give up. And this was like, this was actually like 2 years ago, after I had a really major breakup. And, you know, it was kind of like also when I was in a relationship, not even just about being helped, but I was starting to be dependent on the relationship that I was in. But that's another story. But I just wanted to add that on too. And after the breakup and stuff like that, I just, again, was just going through the motions. I just didn't know what to do. So I I was in Chicago at the time, and I just remember just starting to just read my Bible, you know. It was just a start, you know. I'm just like, okay, listening to sermons and just trying to gain as much knowledge as possible. And I think it was a Tony Evans sermon or a 28:19 sermon, or was it Marcus Rogers? I don't remember. All I just remember the sermon was, you could ask God for help, or not, but yeah, you could ask God for help, or God is not just God will listen to you. And there is a scripture, I want you guys to go and read it. It's Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. That is my favorite scripture. And it's just talking about, to just summarize up, God will help you, and he will uphold you with his righteousness of his right hand. I love that scripture. But it just kind of reminded me too that, and that's kind of like, just to summarize it up, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm going to do better with planning this out. But yeah, I was in Chicago and stuff like that, and just all the things that has happened. Like, God will truly help you. Ask him, and he will help you. And I'm asking the Lord to help me right now on how to do this podcast, do these YouTube videos, what to do, what to say, because sometimes I don't know what to say and what to do, okay? I have my little journal right here. I'm going to start reading some stuff out of my journal. But yeah, so just to summarize it up, y'all, ask God for help. He will help you. And that's all for today. Well, actually, I might upload another video. We'll see. But y'all, again, y'all be blessed. And I hope this helped y'all out. And yeah, I'll challenge you. Not really challenge you, just an assignment. Just ask God for help. And He will most definitely help you. And He loves you. So remember that. So again, good morning, good night, and wait, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. And again, be a inspiration to inspire others. Wait, no. How is my thingy? I need to write this down. I'm gonna start writing stuff down, but it's be an inspiration, but also, oh my goodness. Okay, I need to write this down, y'all. Inspire others to inspire. I'm working on it, y'all. But anyway, y'all be blessed. Bye bye now.